Those three will try and squeeze into one spot in quarters. Let's see who it goes to. First wave will be for Erin. A lot of anticipation around her on the CT this year. Didn't go her way on the North Shore. Let's see what she can do here in Abu Dhabi on the backhands. Here goes Brooks. Opening up with maneuvers and then looking to try and go hollow. Not, in fact, going for that tube section, just using that steep part of the wave to go super vert. There's been a lot made of just how vertical she goes. An amazing recovery.
How?
She's able to swing that around. She's so in the pocket. Look how critical these sections are. And then, again, just trying to pack in that extra turn and by pushing hard. It was just trouble to make the energies. Her dad watching on, feeling the concern and really just a bit of disappointment that she was unable to get around that section flick.
Yeah, you could really tell that she wasn't holding back there. She was going really hard. And I love to see that sort of intent. Just so aggressive out of the lip. Again, for the second time here, I just like this, just biding her time, really going up into the lip here. I mean, really the recovery to get around these sections, this one here, I mean, that was spectacular just to regain balance there. But she kind of put herself on the back foot a little bit.
It's cement, waterproof cement in this basin, which has the bathymetry that's based on, well, Kelly Slater's favorite waves around the world. How about this? Getting things started, Goofy Foot, hitting it off the top, winning Rookie of the Year last season. Sawyer Lindblad hits it in the pocket, tucks underneath the lip, avoids getting clipped, and she's trying to burn off some speed. Now setting up that first section, hits the lip and hits it off the top again. Sawyer now hustling towards this inside tube. Pushing her way out in front, so she'll now get back to work on the face. Not just two, make it 3 maneuvers to finish her first wave here. So this is heat number 6. Sawyer coming into her second season on the championship tour, representing San Clemente, California, that's producing more talent than any other region in North America. Lowers, the famous venue that's been crowning world champions, will now move to a regular season event. So Sawyer is going to be really looking forward to first making the cut, and then at stop number 8, sleeping at home and performing at her home break. Jesse Mendez, here we go. What'd you see on this first wave?
Well, I actually saw it like a little bit before that. That's some damage done right there, but she sets up for this barrel. Gets a little bit in front of it and finish it off strong with a combination of maneuvers. But she did have a very good entry into the first barrel. Critical section, hit it hard, airdropped it out of the sky and kind of had a tight transition to it, which the judges have been paying a lot of close attention to that. As you see it right there, critical section. No, that might not be it as well, but it's still beautiful surfing from her.
Now we get to see world number 1 get started out here in the Surf Abu Dhabi Pro. Tyler Wright coming off a huge victory at Pipeline. Couple of nice carves. Nice steady work for the legend of the tour. She'll pull in. Great positioning. Getting a lot out of that first tube on the right. First section connects well. And now some patience as she comes around the corner. They made an update to the wave about 3 weeks ago. Nice slow pace so you can really lay into it. Runs out of that end section tube, lays down that rail with the grab, and is able to combo it up with 2 bonus turns after the grab rail cutty. So seeing some different points, you know. Jesse, we've seen a lot of waves ridden in the last couple of days. We're talking hundreds of waves, and she picked some different lines. I like that.
Yeah, what I've liked the most about this wave is she didn't feel like she had the urgency to actually catch up to every section on the wave. After that barrel, there's a few times that she was caught a little bit behind, but she let the board glide, maybe missed a section or two, but did damage when she needed to. You're going to see this setup for the barrel. That's the only downtime right there. Like, she had to set up for the barrel, which the judges tend to not like it, but gets very deep, goes through the chandelier, and right here, that's what I'm mentioning. Very critical turn, and then She's a little bit behind, but she lets the board glide. And then once she comes around once again, then she does a strong work to it and finish it off strong right before the barrel. Just variety right there on that last turn, giving that beautiful cutty with the rail grab. Aggressive surfing, very critical from her, and just calm. Like, that's what champions are very good at, making themselves look like they're just in control of everything.
As you see her wetsuit there, that is purposeful. She actually came up with this idea with her sponsor Rip Curl. As you see that end section pit, got a nice section to pull in. And what about the 3-turn combination after the barrel?
Yeah, that was impressive. That's a beautiful carve. You see it extended, leaning on that inside rail, beautiful style.
Oh, thanks so much, AJ. I love that report. And it makes sense. That's the lead leg for Tyler when she's in backside barrels. And when you're sliding, using your body to stall. I see where she was going with that. Erin Brooks now, the Phenom rookie representing Canada on tour, already rifling off a few solid turns. Now she's slowing down for the barrel. She disappears. Still wants a bit more of it. Now on the windup. Big blast there on the lip section. Erin Brooks hits it well again off the top. Nice, more vertical with the fin throw. Now hustling back into the section, but she is just too deep. Rolling in now from San Clemente, the Rookie of the Year. Sawyer Lindblad got to grab that award with her good friend Crosby Colapinto last season. Nice tag there off the lip. Her backhand saved her last year when she finaled at Margaret River. Nice draw there out in front. Reaching over the top of the whitewater. Attacking that section. Building with big backside snaps down the line. Now stalling for this inside pit. Little bit out in front. Puts her head down. Drills it right on the money. Hits it off the lip again. She might even just tap it shut. Well done for Sawyer Lindblad. Really got her flow state activated on that last wave.
Yeah, just solid surfing once again for Sawyer. There's a few turns that she did a lot of damage after that first barrel. One in particular, she was able to bring that board all the way back around. Critical. Hard to regroup from that. As we see it here, first glimpse of the wave, she goes in front of that barrel, and I think this next turn right here, where she pushes her back foot more, brings that board, you see her looking it down, so what that's going to do is going to give that 5% more of that turn to bring the board all the way back around and give her time to it, but she comes out with speed. Just lacked a little bit of barrel riding right there, like she was a bit in front. And let's see what the judges are going to think about that. I think that's the turn that I'm mentioning. Look at extended bottom turn into the most critical part of the section. You're going to notice her face first looking inwards and then down the line. This just gives amplitude and acceleration throughout the turn. Not trying to rush anything. Beautiful surfing from Sawyer.
And then the technique on the end section barrel. I mean, one thing, Jesse, if you do kind of miss getting barreled, you come out of that section with a lot of speed because it's so hollow.
The only problem with Joe, like as soon as that section finishes, the wave is kind of done, so there's not much wall in front of you.
When you work that hard and you get a 4, you know, I think they've adapted to the scale in this wave pool format. Sawyer Lindblad, a 4.8 and a 4.73. Here comes Tyler Wright, who just came off her 17th championship tour win, equaling the great Frida Zamba. Here comes Tyler's left. Throws it vertical on the second turn. Slowing down, looking for the backside pit. We'll see that wetsuit in motion, that front leg. Able to engage with the face and make it real smooth as we see a nice snap there. Her opener was a 6.5. And now a little lip to the face, and that kind of threw off her connection to the barrel. And her first run is complete. A run consists of a right and a left. You get 2 runs in this qualifying round. Gabby Bryan going straight to the quarterfinals in that last heat. Second and third will go to the night session tonight. As we take a quick break, we'll continue on with heat number 6 of this qualifying round when we return. Come jump in with us. Yeah, so many quotes. We could do that all day. But just seeing how it's evolved, especially with the Kelly Slater Wave Company creating groundswell power in this pool system, as we've got Erin Brooks, the rookie phenom representing Canada, showing off her backhand attack. She's so fast and quick, getting boards from Matt Biolis, drawing that one off the top. Nice blast there. Really going quickly back into the pocket. She can coil up and use such a tight arc to really maximize the scoring potential. She's really far forward on her board. That'll give her a jump start on this pit on her backhand. Driving into that section. Solid hack there in the pocket. She's got one more in her there all the way down the line. Legs burning for Erin Brooks, and she steps off. Her win came at Cloudbreak as a wild card to left, but she kind of stole everyone's hearts in the surfing world when she packed a crazy one at snapper on her backhand. Got spit out, got a 10-point ride. One of the most well-prepared rookies to come on the championship tour. As we take a look.
I mean, that's just phenomenal surfing right there. Look how, like, that turn, how much projection she got the fin out the back, and right here, the wind got a bit stronger, so she opts to not get to that barrel, and she starts to unload. These next 2 turns just in the pocket, one better than the other, accelerating through. Once again, got a bit repetitive on those last 3 turns, but they're critical. Got this last barrel and finish it off with a combination of maneuvers, which I like to mention. After that barrel, it's going to get you scores, but it's not going to make a huge difference because the wave's already smaller. You have way less to lose. But there's some damage done and some beautiful maneuvers off the lip right there. And nice bottom turns. Front arm engaging, bringing that spring around as you see it right there. Drawing out that bottom turn perfectly. Just one thing, she might have been a little late to every turn, so she didn't throw too much spray out the back, but it was a very critical combination of maneuvers right there for her.
And then the tail end of the wave, putting a lot of effort to really try to finish strong. As we roll in now with Sawyer Lindblad. Brother Taj absolutely shreds. A cowboy, both growing up around horses, as she slams on the brakes. Her dad Mark's here watching on. Mark, a standout surfer that competed with guys like Rob Machado back in the day and Shane Stoneman. Nice solid read there for Sawyer, and belts it again. Nice energy off the lip. Inside pitch, she'll lay low. And now drawing into a solid arc on the open face off the lip line, and here comes the third bonus just as this wave is dying out. So putting a lot into her waves, doing a great job finishing, getting all the way down the line.
Yeah, the last barrel is very deep. That was impressive from her to position herself that deep in the barrel in such a small, tiny little barrel, but there's a little bit of lack of timing on that first section of the wave before the barrel. As we're gonna see right here, this first turn is nice. That was the second turn, so this is the third turn right there before the barrel. She gets deep there for a second, and then she's a little bit ahead of the barrel. She's gonna come out and then she's gonna start unleashing here. Nice critical turn down the line. Pushing it even more on this second one. Third one, and then finish it off very strong. Like from after that first barrel into the end, she did it. She was very solid, did as good as you could. Just lacked a little bit of timing on the beginning and maybe depth of the first barrel. But solid surfing for Sawyer right there. Gonna see her extend that back foot now. Bringing that front arm up. Beautiful technique from her. Pushes even more on this one, bringing that nose back under her chest. And then that last barrel. Beautiful double hand drag. pacing the speed, matching the speed of the wave, getting under the curtain and finish it off strong.
Wave pool systems evolved over the years. There's a wave in Malaysia, but it had poor quality. The Ocean Dome in Japan was solid, but didn't last very long. As we see Tyler wrapping on this one, snap to slide. And now pulling in for the tube option. She's still traveling underneath it. Whitewater coping comes down early, kind of got there before it connected with that piezo. Now over the top of the next whitewater section, and then a nice clean snap. Pulls straight in, comes out. Leader's jersey shining bright out into the end section, throws down the carve. And steps off. So Tyler's still looking in form. I mean, you think about the travel you'd have after winning the biggest event at Pipeline over Caity Simmers, after a year where she hadn't won an event. And Tyler reminded us about these injuries she had, and she wasn't really telling us about them throughout the year, but she was fighting a few injuries last season. So great to see her in this kind of form now.
Yeah, that was very impressive from her. As you see it, she's pushing it more. She knows she has to, but that second turn before the barrel was some of the best turns we've seen out the back. Yeah, it's a nice barrel, and here she starts to unload again. A little bit of time right there, but she regroups, floats through that section. Is going to get one more here before the last section. Right there, she unloads it and sets up for this nice steep barrel, and coming out and finish it off the same way she did it before. A little bit more out in front, but great surfing for her, and that's a beautiful turn. Look at body expression. But I think where it was money was just the beginning. That second turn before the first barrel was she redirect all the way through, pushed that back foot, engaged the rail, kept it tight too, which is very hard to do. Just a lot of power.
World number one still in third, needing a 3.93. She'll have another chance at it, but there's still room for potential improvement. Erin Brooks trying to improve on her left score of a 5.5, already wrapping in the pocket, deep off the bottom. Nice snap. Now patience for the opening barrel. Nice wide open section, putting herself nice and deep. Now emerging free. Brooks sets up that quick snap. Drives into the lip line. Gets another tag off the top. Now setting this end section pitch. She will complete that. Now on the wind up. Cool looking down carve straight towards the cement at the end of the basin. So Erin Brooks fired up to perform using the barrels on both sections. Really looking loose and quick in the transition of those maneuvers. We will wait to see how the judges react to this last lap from the rookie on tour representing Canada. Back for more in Abu Dhabi right after this.
Felipe Toledo. That was easy.
Quick answer. Kaipo, a champ in the regular season a couple of years ago with just brilliant fantasy picks. Reminding you that you have to lock it in before the round of 16 starts. And swinging quickly off the top is Sawyer Lindblad on her last opportunity to try to get the win off Erin Brooks. Driving and connecting well on the back end, needing a 6.21 for a lead change. Hitting it well off the whitewash. Nice, fun conditions today. And she gets picked up. So Tyler will reset and then prepare for the seating to be set for the night session. Erin Brooks getting a jump into the quarterfinals, and she'll be happy to get at least an equal fifth or more. It seems like every venue she's going to be called one of the favorites. She lost to Molly Picklum earlier than she would have liked at Pipeline, but now already getting a spot into finals day, representing herself, Canada, on the top stage. Erin is with AJ.